Line-up today for the first time for a while. This afternoon's referee, well, it's Dermot Gallagher of Banbury, and in his 16 games, six games I should say, he's shown 16 yellow cards and one red one, so that's an average of 2.83 bookings a game. And you can see in your picture that David Seaman is captaining Arsenal today. And amongst the Arsenal side, there's a few surprises, notably that Thierry Henry is on the substitutes bench, and preferred to him is Sylvain Wiltord, number 11. And in your picture there, Frederick Ljungberg, he's sporting very, very short haircut for a man who often used to wear his locks quite long. Also Vieira, well, there's an enormous amount of pressure on this man from the game that happened here last season when he was sent off. A lot of pressure on him. Also in your picture there's Gilles Grimandi, who will be wearing 18. It's an Arsenal side, a formidable lineup, a side who continue to participate in the European Champions Cup, even though they haven't won the league for a while. But that's the strange situation we have here in British football, where three of our teams currently in the European Champions Cup, but only one of them actually the excellent champions of this country. Frederick Kuhnert, number 14, scored in the opening game against Chelsea, but has yet to find the back of the net since then, and something of a gap in his scoring. The last time he scored here, of course, was the last time West Ham won, and that was the 5-0 thrashing they handed out to Coventry, and that was back in last April. A West Ham breakaway and start the game. Kuhnert in a bit of a struggle straight away, an opportunity which tied it up Silvino and clears down the left-hand side, but Moncur an interception and Lampard getting in there, but Arsenal get the ball away. Lomas will head it back again, and Sinclair, and of course it will be an Arsenal throw, but a good initial move from West Ham. They know they've got to put pressure on this Arsenal side. Arsenal give nothing away. And it's always been traditionally a fixture that Arsenal have done better in than West Ham. They have an excellent record here at Upton Park. Vieira spraying the ball out nicely to Laurent on the far side. Plenty of Frenchmen in this Arsenal side. Laurent it is who will take this throw. He's just calling men up to come for him. A little touch in from Bergkamp. Laurent back inside to Bergkamp. Bergkamp has also had some interesting games here over the years. Got sent off for an elbow against Steve Lomas a couple of years ago. Vieira. Beautiful, calm on the ball. And Arsenal already beginning to slow things down and put their stamp on the game. But there's plenty of determination in this West Ham side. The skill and tenacity of players like John Moncur, we were saying earlier. Joe Cole, of course, who celebrated his call up to the England squad. He's scored a couple of goals. One against Coventry in the 3-0 away win. In fact, it's only West Ham's only win this season. And scored on West Ham's last league outing here, which was a 1-1 draw against Bradford when they were ahead for so long in the game, only to surrender to a last-minute goal by Dan Petrescu. Lomas. Rio Ferdinand and Hislop. A little bit of pressure, and that was an unnecessary gift. Perez will collect this one, and Cole in his defensive role as well, as a man who chases back a determined footballer. It was Wiltord who turned it across, and Winterburn had to be very quick there. Nigel Winterburn. It's an early corner for Arsenal. Winterburn, of course, is the first time he's played against his old club. 2.5 minutes into the game, finds himself giving away the first corner, which Perez has gone across to take. Wiltord is in the penalty area, right on the edge of the 6-yard box, as Perez corner comes across. It's a bad one, but he'll have the chance to turn it back left-footed. That's gone way, way across now. Silvino put a lot of welly on that, but this is Ljungberg. Goodness me, didn't he go absolutely flying? His opposite number, Trevor Sinclair, the most gentle of touches, And Sinclair still a little tap, little friendly tap. Wiltord. Di Canio fighting back and winning the ball. He's got pressure from 3 Arsenal players. Always going to come up better, but some support from Lampard has sorted things out for him. Thornburgh, and Moncur comes back. A little bit of a brush with Pires, but Moncur comes off best. West Ham have a free kick, and Pires absolutely baffled, doesn't know what that was all about, and blows a lot of hot air out, which is a perfect response to his gesture. Moncur, Cole. West Ham always managed to raise their game against the top sides. In fact, it's been a criticism of them over the years, struggling to beat sides like Bradford, and yet raising their game against sides like Arsenal. Great tackle from Pearce. Arsenal have a throw. Thornburgh seems to be eating grass for most of the game so far. And Laurent with a little throw into him. Thornburgh's done well. He's got 3 West Ham players, got past every single one of them, and Moncur slices the ball across. Wiltord tried to set Pires up. It's way, way over the top. And even Pires had to smile there. It was beautifully set up for him. Wiltord on the edge of the area saw that he wasn't going to get anything in himself, and instead just laid a little ball back. But Pires far too quickly onto that. So Shaka Hislop. Shaka must know that he's onto a good thing when he doesn't concede a goal. In fact, that's only happened twice this season for West Ham. Once up at Walsall, where West Ham won 1-0, and once at Coventry, where they won 3-0. But every other game, they've conceded at least 1 goal. Cole. Lovely skills from the England man. Turning well, acceleration, little deft touch with the left foot, but it was intercepted by Grimandi, who did well. Winterburn tackling back. This is Bergkamp. Spraying the ball out wide onto the right. This is Wiltord. Turns it back. Bergkamp trying to get in there, but Lampard had made the necessary few yards he had to get back to block that. Frank Lampard. Thornburgh. He's done well to take that off Winterburn. A little push inside, trying to do a 1-2 with Bergkamp. Grimandi picks up. Gets it back from Vieira. Arsenal playing some good football here. West Ham unable to get possession, but in the end the forward pass comes to nothing. Now West Ham can build. Lomas, the Hammers captain. Good looking ball down the line. Looking for Kuhnert. Past his fellow Frenchman, Vieira. And West Ham will get the free kick. Lampard wants to take it quickly, but waiting for Kuhnert to take an advance down into the penalty area. Di Canio has joined him there, and Cole is waiting square. Lomas gets underneath this one, chips it forward, not far enough. Wiltord, good skills. A poor final ball. Moncur. Long clearance from Pires. Pearce plenty to think about. Gave away the corner, totally unnecessarily, but Hislop saying, forget it, it's all right. Really, again, West Ham cannot afford to give things away against anybody, particularly a side like Arsenal. As I was saying before, have this absolutely fantastic record at Upton Park. Of the 45 games played between the two sides here, Arsenal have won 17 and only lost 13. So they're 4 to the good. They've scored 67 and conceded only 60. It's a good-looking corner, which Hislop palms away. And back in defence, it's that man, Di Canio. He was lucky to get that one to Ferdinand, but Ferdinand tied it up. But even so, it's a throw to Arsenal. It's all Arsenal in this first 7 or 8 minutes of the game. The West Ham bench looking on, slightly worried. Looked like a foul throw from Pires. Moncur turning well, taking Vieira out with that pass. Sinclair down the line. It's beautifully timed, but a little bit too sweet. Frederick Kuhnert, the man who's manages to get offside several times in a game, but then again, he only needs to beat the trap once. Laurent. And Cole came across superbly. felt that was his. Laurent waiting for support. No one came for him. Instead, he finds Bergkamp. A good challenge from Lampard. Frank Lampard is struggling to get back to his top fitness, but he's looked a little sharper today. Pearce getting that one away from Wiltord. Little touch inside for Vieira. It's a poor one. Kuhnert and Sinclair linking. But Perez, in his efforts to come back, has put that one into touch. Sinclair, he's struggled a bit with his form this season, the West Ham man. But he was a worthy runner-up in the Player of the Year last season. Pearce. John Moncur. You can see the shape of Harry Redknapp's side. He's kept Moncur in there for a little bit of extra steel. That was a lovely ball to Lomas from Pearce. But a poor pass back from Lampard. And a challenge on Wiltord from Lomas means that Arsenal will have a free kick. 10 minutes on the clock. It's West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal perhaps having more of the play so far. A little push inside, which Lomas will have to get out. Wiltord and Sinclair, and the ball sent ballooning sky high. Cole. Lovely turn from Cole. Winterburn. Cole leaves himself a lot to do here. He couldn't keep it in. So Arsenal will have a throw. I was saying before, so many Frenchmen in this side, but it's one of the best Arsenal sides, and even though the back four have gained in age, it still looks one of the best sides currently in the Premiership. And their performances in the European Champions Cup have proved that. Sinclair leaves the ball for Lomas, who gains a couple of yards. Plays a little 1-2 with Lampard, but the ball pushed back to Ferdinand. Can Hislop get a little bit of distance on this? It's a better one. Kuhnert got the back on that, and Grimandi puts Laurent under pressure, and Winterburn will get the throw. In fact, he keeps the ball in. A teasing little cross. It'll come out to Sinclair. Well, it looked very promising, the move as it built up. West Ham's the first time they've really got to move together. And the header bounced nicely for Sinclair. You have to say he was marginally closer to the corner flag than the right post of David Seaman. Trevor Sinclair with his right hand bandaged. Laurent pushing a ball in. This is Bergkamp putting a bit of pressure here. Oh, Sinclair, it's a miscue. This is Perez. And Arsenal are ahead. A dreadful mistake by Trevor Sinclair. Lost concentration. And Perez, what a fantastic finish. Shades of that wonderful goal on Tuesday in Italy at Lazio, and Hislop, absolutely no chance at all. And if ever there's a time not to make a mistake, it's less than a quarter of an hour into a game. Dear, oh dear. It was that one. It was just a little touch by Sinclair, and Perez, well, he still had to finish. And didn't he just? So Arsenal ahead on 12 minutes. And West Ham really are going to have to fight back now. It's an uphill struggle. It's hard enough playing one of the top sides in the Premiership, albeit at home. But you cannot afford to make mistakes like that. Lomas. Bad luck on Sinclair, though, to be punished with a goal. That's the trouble with mistakes in defence. You miss a chance at the other end, it might be different. Winterburn. Lampard slipped and tripped as he was trying to make his way through. Bergkamp. A better header from Lampard, but Vieira is there to pick it up. Lomas. Moncur trying to slow things down. Turning around, looking for some support. Hits it out to the left. Waiting for it is Winterburn. A little tap inside to Di Canio, but he's taken that over the line. Luron with the throw. Lovely touch from Bergkamp. Ljungberg, but Cole. Kuhnert, but I think he may have just been offside. Vieira looked masterful in the centre of the defence today. He's made a very good start. Perez, a little back flick. Vieira again. Grimandi. It's a very different looking game from the fixture last year. West Ham have Davor Suker on the subs bench, though. It's an option for Harry Redknapp. But then Arsenal have Thierry Henry. Dermot Gallagher says it's a West Ham throw. Quarter of an hour gone. It's West Ham 0, Arsenal 1. Arsenal to start off in the ascendancy, but that can all change. A little moment from Di Canio. Looked like a pull on the shirt by Silvino. But in any case, West Ham have the throw. Lomas right down the line with a bit of distance. Luzny, a wild sweep of the left foot. Lomas. And Ferdinand again finds himself facing his own goal. But Hislop's clearance is good. Kuhnert, was he climbed on? Referee Gallagher says no. Luron did well. Lampard straight into the hoarding, but no damage done. Gallagher saying, you can try and gain those 10 yards, but I saw every single one. Pierce heads. There's a bit of a tumble there as Ljungberg fell over yet again. I think he must like the smell of the Upton Park grass. He's had plenty of it so far. This is Bergkamp. Lovely ball into Wiltord. What a save! Shaka Hislop equal to virtually anything Arsenal can throw at him at the moment. Silvino. Perez now chasing back towards his own goal. And Seaman has to come off quickly. I seem to recall a time here where Seaman should have been sent off for fouling Trevor Morley in a 0-0 draw here once. This was the chance that Wiltord had, and look at this save from Hislop. He was almost going the wrong way, slipping slightly. He parried it brilliantly. Lomas with the throw. West Ham still up against it. Trevor Sinclair's mistake led to the goal. Kuhnert and Silvino. Kuhnert fights back brilliantly, but Arsenal have plenty of men back to tidy that up. Perez. Pinpointing Wiltord down the left. But Arsenal not getting as much of the ball as they'd like. This is a free kick which Moncur has given away against Ljungberg. But to his credit, Ljungberg gets up, dusts himself down, and well, he might. It looks like Bergkamp will take this. West Ham have 4 in the wall, 5 if Sinclair joins. Bergkamp's no bluffer with the free kicks, but West Ham wall has blocked it, and here comes Kuhnert. Grimandi taking Cole down, but Kuhnert continues. Cole unable to get that. He just put too much power in it. Lomas. And Gallagher is blown. Luzny is pleased to get that, I think. There's a slight facial resemblance between Luzny and Arsene Wenger. We'll have to pursue that later on. Good flick on here, and Bergkamp comes, but Ferdinand clears. And Sinclair, that was better this time. Moncur playing himself into a little bit of trouble, but ever dependable, reliable Pearce plays it out to Winterburn. This is better from West Ham. Beginning to settle now after that disappointment. Looked like a handball from Kuhnert, but ball cleared. Wiltord's a fine way back, but Lampard's clearance just finds Bergkamp. Laurent, wide on the right-hand side. Thornburgh. It's a good ball to Laurent. Laurent's cross comes in, miscued. Another great save from Hislop. Wiltord cannot believe it. He didn't perhaps get as much power in the shot as he would have liked, but in any case, it was well handled by Hislop. This is the approach from Thornburgh. Laurent's cross, missed by two West Ham players. Wiltord shot, but just taken the sting off it. Hislop, and then collected it. Vieira. And Seaman. Really should do something about that hair. Lusney in the role of Tony Adams, who's absent today with a bad back. Wiltord. Vieira, it's a great run from Vieira. Another good save from Hislop. Shaka Hislop, well, West Ham have him to thank for the third time. This was a great run from Vieira, well picked out by Wiltord. And he did everything right, but Hislop equal to it. 20 minutes gone now. And Arsenal really taking control of this game. Keown. Vieira. Wiltord. It's a lovely run now. And the cross could come in here, but blocked. Silvino did so well there. Vieira. Cole slipped. Silvino. It's a good-looking cross. Oh, it's an own goal! Rio Ferdinand, Silvino's cross, and Dennis Bergkamp. Well, it was a great cross, but would Bergkamp have got there? Rio Ferdinand, he cannot believe it. And West Ham, it's a second goal for Arsenal. And West Ham, you've got to say, have a big part in it. The beautiful cross. And you could see what Ferdinand was trying to do, but he didn't get enough head on it to put it where he wanted, which was past the post. And West Ham comes straight down the other end, but a disaster for West Ham. A second goal and an own goal. Pearce pushed out there. Moncur. And West Ham really are facing an uphill battle now. If it was uphill before, it's like up Everest now. Bergkamp. He was the one who put pressure on Ferdinand, but disaster for West Ham. Grimandi and Vieira. Savino, a little touch inside. Wiltord did so well, but Pearce finds Shaka Hislop. Keown. Hasn't really had much to do, Martin Keown, so far this half. West Ham really only breached the Arsenal defence a couple of times. Laurent finds Keown, but that's a terrible ball. Looking at the match generally, well, it's 23 minutes into the game. Arsenal already 2 ahead. West Ham have got to score 2 to even get back into the game. Pearce. But then again, another goal from West Ham, or a goal for West Ham, and the game would have a different shape. Lomas. Vieira. Good ball. Grimandi. Laurent and Keown. And Seaman for a change, being put under pressure. Dermot Gallagher indicates the right. West Ham have a throw. Trevor Sinclair, what must be going through his mind at the moment? It's difficult to know whether he'll feel better or worse that Ferdinand has compounded his mistake by putting past Hislop. One remembers with some misery the 4-0 hammering that Arsenal gave West Ham a couple of seasons ago. I do recall it was Paolo Di Canio fighting a lone battle up front that day. Kuhnert. Well, he's not alone now, but West Ham have got a lot to do. Kuhnert down the right, looking to make some space. He's round 3. He's done brilliantly here. Cole and Di Canio, a little prod forward. Winterburn came forward, and now West Ham could be stretched here. Bergkamp. Vieira, lovely back flick. Laurent. In fact, it was Wiltord's back flick. Nigel Winterburn, well, the courage of the man, the determination. And Arsene Wenger, well, he must be very pleased with the way things have gone. Pearce. Di Canio will get a free kick from that. It was Laurent's challenge. Di Canio takes it quickly. Sinclair just tiptoed round the post by Seaman. And Sinclair almost atoning for his earlier mistake. It was a brilliant free kick from Di Canio. Even better flick from Sinclair. How did Seaman get across to that? Di Canio. Headed out by Vieira, not very far. Lomas charged down by Wiltord. Now Arsenal may break away. Luzny on this side, but Wiltord is offside. Well, what a desperate bad piece of luck for Trevor Sinclair. Really not having a great season, and wouldn't that have changed things if that one had gone in? But full credit to Seaman, a superb athletic lunge to his post, tipping that away. Joe Cole. Oh, lovely, lovely little roll. Kuhnert and Di Canio stuck a foot out, but didn't get anywhere with it. Vieira. Bergkamp, and Arsenal linking so well. Vieira looking to get the better of Pearce. And Pearce this time making the mistake. Didn't get any power in the header. Realised there was no option but to clear his lines. And here it was a poor header, but a good recovery from the ex-England man. Arsenal's throw. Bergkamp calling for it from Silvino. Bergkamp. A little flick. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. The Arsenal machine is not shutting down yet. 27 minutes gone. Perez will take this corner. Keown has come up for it. And Luzny pushing all the big men up now. Right across the goal. And Arsenal might have done better than they did. As it is, Thornburgh with the throw. Gets it back from Wiltord, but if the ball was out, or in fact if it was an offside, it must have just gone out. Stuart Pearce, well, Pearce and Winterburn between them, nearly 80 years of age. And they're playing like youngsters. Kuhnert, that's a lovely ball to Di Canio. If one man can, he can. But well covered by Luzny. It was a mistake from Vieira, but not punished. Luzny, a little chip. Not a good one, though. Pearce's head. Can't steady things for West Ham. Stuart Pearce, he had such an excellent game at Coventry. Could have scored twice with two glorious free kicks. And West Ham, whose dearth of goals from free kicks over the years, really got to do something about that. Good header from Ferdinand. Cole. Lovely back flick from Di Canio. Cole, lovely control over the ball. Hits it right on the floor to Moncur, who goes down. Monker's not interested in Keown trying to help him up. And Vieira, you can see how quickly he put his hands up. He doesn't want to get involved in anything. I'll have another look at this. I don't really think that there was any... It really did look a bit of a dive from Monker, has to be said. And Di Canio, who has other ideas, felt that maybe Monker had been fouled there. But Vieira, while he was just standing, it was no effort at a challenge or anything. Seaman and Pearce half getting to that one with Thornburgh. Will Todd's back flick finds Monker and Pearce. Lomas. Kuhnert a turn on it, but Lusny will make that. And Seaman's long volleyed clearance. Well, Steve Lomas, he's been everywhere today. He's really got involved in this game. Perez. Fantastic throw. Still only finds Lomas. Sinclair. Good header from Vieira. But Lampard comes across. Haven't seen much of Frank Lampard the last 10 minutes. Often happens in a game. Silvino. A throw and turn from Bergkamp. Di Canio. But yet again, at the key point, it's lost, and Kuhnert and Di Canio arguing over what was intended there, and it's not a good sign to see that happening. And Kuhnert is just saying, calm down, don't have a go at me, I'm doing all I can. And Di Canio, though, it's typical of the man, when things aren't going right, he's so desperate for things to turn things around. Laurent. A very relaxed player. Amazing that he stands up straight so often. Bergkamp did well, missed the lunge from Lomas. Pearce. Now there's a bit of a chase on here. If Kuhnert can head on, he was looking for Lampard, who was only halfway through his run. It would have been great if he could have got that one across. And Arsenal continue to have a lot of control over this. Thornburgh finding, I beg your pardon, Lusny finding Keown, and Laurent is on this side. This is Thornburgh, fouled by Winterburn. Oh, with good spirit though. It's certainly nothing like the tempestuous atmosphere in this game last season. Arsenal really just such a competitive side. That was brilliant from Cole. Lovely drag back. Lampard finds Sinclair out wide in this deep position. Vieira got a bit of a boot to this. Oh, look at that from Cole. Another beautiful piece of skill. And a little chip into the area. Sinclair going for the overhead. Didn't quite connect, nor did Vieira there. Monker, Cole. Lovely ball out wide, finding some space for Pearce. And Seaman took the sting out of that. But Stuart Pearce really got hold of that. And again, West Ham showing that when they can link at the front, what they can do. It was Cole who set Pearce up. Just a little tee. And he hit a nice shot, but Seaman always behind it. Meanwhile, I think that's Silvino down. It doesn't look very comfortable. There's another player who seems to have disappeared out of this match for the last 10 minutes or so. An Arsenal bench. Ray Parlour is going to have a little warm-up. And Thierry Henry is having a word with John Lukic. One can only speculate as to what that might be about. What a fantastic subs bench, really. It does make it would make any side envious, where you can have Carnu and Henry on the subs bench. They're two of the best players in the Premiership, not even in the starting 11 today. Well, Wenger, he looks concerned, but the way Arsenal have played so far, there's very little to concern him, I would imagine. Silvino going off. I think he's just going to receive a little bit of treatment off the pitch. The Arsenal physio. He doesn't look like a man who's going off yet. Pires. So about 10 minutes to go before half-time. West Ham 0, Arsenal 2. First goal, a mistake by Trevor Sinclair. Great finish by Pires. The second, an own goal by Rio Ferdinand. Di Canio. Laurent staying with him the whole way and Grimandi coming away. And Laurent has done such a good job on Di Canio. It's one of the reasons why Arsenal have struggled, or have not struggled, I should say, why West Ham have struggled. Cole. Di Canio here, trying to get the ball through to Cole. Oh, not away yet. Cole here and Moncur. Winterburn caught out a little bit here. Ljungberg comes away for Arsenal. Grimandi. Vieira. Wiltord got a little bit too much on that, and Arsenal have given it away. This is Cole. Turns well. Seems to have an extra yard above everybody else. Winterburn. Di Canio, that was brilliant from Di Canio, and he threw Laurent off him. And that's what he's got to do a bit more. Winterburn. Moncur. A good ball played into the area. Just didn't have the luck of getting it through and beaten in the air. Pierce. Lovely from Di Canio, giving Pierce a chance for a first-time cross, which he gets in. And Kuhnert, and second chance there. If he'd hit that one first, that could have been one of the goals of the season. Now Vieira comes away from Arsenal. This is Dennis Bergkamp finding Wiltord. Been pushed wide on the right. Ferdinand is with him. And Ferdinand did his job well there. And West Ham, of course, missing a central defender. They're without Margus and Igor Stimac today, and that has made a difference. And Sinclair in this role as a right wing-back, it's in that position that he made the error that led to the goal. The first goal anyway. Ljungberg, good jump, beating Winterburn in the air. Moncur. And Lomas. Seaman. Very cheeky there as Di Canio came in. Lomas headed that one on his hands and knees. Kuhnert getting into space here with Silvino, I should say. Keown's header out, finds Grimandi. A bit more by luck than judgment. Nice piece of skill from Keown to find Ljungberg. Silvino. That's long and looking for... I think it was just an offside there, but Ferdinand looked a little bit stretched at the back. It does look a bit like a one-man defence at times. Lomas. Moncur. John Moncur being brought into the side to add a little bit of steel. Pierce. And almost squeezed through Lampard. Almost took that. Great skills again from Vieira. Beautiful control. West Ham will have a throw. Vieira really has looked masterly in this first half. There's such a complete contrast to the way he played here last season. Sinclair and Ferdinand. There's just 7 minutes to go in this first half. This is Di Canio. Laurent with him yet again, all the way. A West Ham throw. And Laurent really is one of the reasons why Arsenal are doing so well. West Ham have not been able to build from the left the way they ordinarily do. Cole finding Di Canio. Again Laurent with him. Cole again. Grimandi. Lovely tackle and took the ball away. Again, Vieira, this time he is fouled by John Moncur. And Moncur reminding Dermot Gallagher that he should have had a penalty. He's got a long memory, John Moncur. Shakes his head in a petulant disbelief. And Martin Keown has gentler words to Dermot Gallagher. And David Seaman, well, someone one of these days is going to have the courage to tell him that a short haircut might be the better way to present himself. It's all a matter of taste, I suppose, really. Pearce. Well, that's looking for Di Canio, and it's found him for once. Di Canio got away from Laurent, but this time Grimandi was with him. Lusny plays a little 1-2 with Perez, who's quite deep. It'll be an Arsenal throw. Silvino. And Lusny. Lusny's had a good first half too. In the shadow of Adams, one senses that it might not be too long before he takes on that role full time. Laurent. Brilliant from Thornburgh. Perez. West Ham still can't stop this threat from the left-hand side. Wiltord, but he only finds Lampard. Nice touch from Kuhnert, but he's never going to make that. Vieira again. Square to Grimandi. Keown. Good challenge. And Keown again. We might be needing... Oh, that's a terrible ball! Di Canio should have done better. We're reminded there of the chance he had against Manchester United. That was a terrible ball across, and Seaman had angry words with the Arsenal defence. And Di Canio will be very disappointed, looking a little tired as he went across for that. I don't think he could believe himself that the chance had presented itself. Long clearance from Seaman, which is back-headed by Ferdinand. West Ham have just 4 minutes at the end of this first half to try and get something back. It would be so much better to go in 2-1 down at half-time. This is Di Canio, then 2-0, of course. Harry Redknapp's going to have to find something to gee his players up. Of course, they have Davos Suker and Diawara on the subs bench. Di Canio's corner comes across. Seaman clutches gratefully and throws out to Dennis Bergkamp. That's a great ball to Perez, who've come over onto this right-hand side. Cole comes across. Great tackle. Pearce. Now West Ham will have a goal kick. So Perez, he'll be very, very pleased with the way the half has gone. Robert Perez. A superb strike, but the opportunity given to him by Sinclair's slip. Plenty to be pleased about. You saw Lee Dixon there on the Arsenal bench. Hislop. Again Vieira winning in the air. And Lampard, the loose ball, just playing out. Silvino coming across to take this throw. Frank Lampard, he's struggled to get into this game. Lomas. And Wiltord did well to keep his feet after that challenge. Winterburn. Little touch to Di Canio, and again Laurent is with him. Great flick back from Wiltord. And good challenge from Laurent, and he's put Wiltord away now. Great tackle from Ferdinand. Good covering from Winterburn too. This is good play from West Ham. Cole. Lovely change of acceleration. Oh, brilliant skills from Cole. The lovely ball across, which will come to Sinclair. Good looking cross here too, but it hasn't gone to Kuhnert, but Di Canio has it. And West Ham will have a throw. That was brilliant from Joe Cole. Utterly superb, and the cross ball nearly came off to Sinclair. Here's Cole again. Oh, and Moncur. That was really good that Vieira took that free kick quickly to keep Moncur out of trouble. That was a really generous spirited measure, but it didn't work because Moncur is going to go into referee Gallagher's book, and it's been on the cards for quite a while. Moncur's combative style is possibly ill-suited to this game, although you can see Redknapp's reasoning. John Moncur is still a yard short of the pace that we've seen from him at times, but he's in referee Gallagher's book on 44 minutes. And of course Moncur, who played so brilliantly in Europe for West Ham last year, a bit of an unsung hero in that campaign. He had some absolutely first-class quality performances. Kuhnert's head on, he was looking for Sinclair. Moncur in that battle with Vieira again. Kuhnert, frustrated by that ball, thrust out a hand to bring it under control. Keown gets it back from Grimandi. Thornburgh. Lovely push and turn from Wiltord. He's had a good first half too. Laurent unable to get past Ferdinand. Throw from Laurent. Grimandi. Arsenal end the first half the way they began it, on the attack. Thornburgh, he got past Winterburn, but he's got the throw as the ball went out. Laurent. As we're well into injury time now. Di Canio a little touch, but Arsenal still in possession. Pires spreading it across to Vieira. Push through to Bergkamp. Good challenge from Lomas, and Lampard now. Cole. But that's the end of the first half, and it's been a frustrating one for West Ham. Pires opened the scoring on 12 minutes after a mistake by Sinclair. And then Rio Ferdinand, just 10 minutes later, put past his own goalkeeper, Shaka Hislop, after that cross from Silvino. It's been a frustrating first half for West Ham, but Arsenal worthily in the lead at the moment. It's West Ham United 0 at half-time, Arsenal 2. So it's an excellent first half for Arsenal, a total disaster for West Ham. But then West Ham were 2-0 down against Manchester United, of course, earlier in the season, and managed to fight their way back to 2-2. I wonder if they can produce the kind of play that's going to be necessary to do that. Not many sides have scored 2 goals against Arsenal in any competitive fixture this season. Joe Cole, what an excellent first half he had. Frederick Kuhnert. Keown wrestling him over. Plenty of options for Harry Redknapp on the reserves side of things, and certainly on the bench he's got today. Signing today a schoolboy who scored 3 goals for the under-17s. You need someone like that in the first team at the moment. West Ham unable to score many goals at home. West Ham 2 mistakes, and both have cost them goals. And the 2 mistakes at the back. So the game really in the first half has been littered by errors. The first 10 frantic minutes. And Dermot Gallagher very wisely having a word with John Moncur, who's letting that combative demeanour of his get him into trouble again. Hooked as he was just a minute before half-time. Arsenal, meanwhile, looking to build on their advantage while West Ham are down. And they are at the moment. Here is sent flying by Lomas. Silvino. Bergkamp squeezing Ljungberg through, and Ljungberg again, as he did in the first minute of the game, producing a spectacular dive, but Dermot Gallagher not interested at all. His days of putting ballet companies together for ex-professional footballers have obviously gone. There's no contact at all there. Here's Joe Cole. Just unable to find Kuhnert. But Kuhnert getting the ball now on the left-hand side. Didn't get the run of it against Keown, but he's still got control. Cole! Keown blocked that one. Dennis Bergkamp, much experience in this Arsenal side. And the back 4 are beginning to break up now with Winterburn leaving. Dixon is on the subs bench today. Martin Bold went. So new days ahead for the Arsenal back 4, and indeed for much of the team. Moncur to Hislop. And West Ham play themselves out of trouble reasonably well. Frank Lampard. Lomas over on the right-hand side. Di Canio had an opportunity in the first half which he wasted. Good header on from Kuhnert to Sinclair, who returns the favour, but nobody to back up the opportunity. Moncur got the ball back well off Vieira, but Di Canio lose it to the same player. Bergkamp breaking from midfield. Finds Wiltord, who's just offside. So Arsenal playing some good football out of defence. West Ham breaking forward with an urgency then that they weren't able to maintain in terms of momentum. Kuhnert makes a good jump to Di Canio. Through to Kuhnert, but he's just offside. And to be fair, the flag went up straight away. When you look at the Carling Optus statistics, you wonder how Kuhnert cannot be top of the offsides. I counted 11 offsides a couple of weeks ago. We know there were 4 or 5 last week. Good jump from Pearce. You'll find Di Canio. Got Lampard alongside him. Lampard pushes the ball wide to Lomas. This is better from West Ham. Sinclair out on the right. Di Canio pushes the ball onto him. It's a lovely ball. Great cross from Sinclair. But Cole wasn't in on it quickly enough. He's got Winterburn with him. Does a little dummy. Kuhnert. He got a contact on it. David Seaman not really troubled. It was a lovely cross. Just the most gentle of touches, nudges almost by Kuhnert. The ball just wide of Seaman's left-hand post. The foul by Bergkamp on Stuart Pearce. West Ham staring down the barrels of the gun-marked defeat yet again. Really have got to pull something out of the hat here. Again, very wide. A great challenge between Cole and Lusney. Well, Lauren it was actually. Already had a good first half, and with Henry and Canu on the subs bench. I recall Canu coming on against Chelsea and scoring a hat-trick. And Henry, of course, has already got 6 goals. These are players who are scoring at the highest level. Oh, West Ham have Suka, of course. Well, Kuhnert got up to that one, but no power in the header at all. Good tackle from Lomas. Perez threatened to break. Silvino. Plenty of options here. Vieira's had a really good game today. Keown. Mandy. Right. Lauren has got plenty of space here. Good from Arsenal. And a lovely return ball. If Lauren can get a cross in here, but Winterburn telegraphed the pass. Good ball from Ljungberg. Bergkamp won that well, but Ferdinand across to push it away. Now West Ham have about 35 minutes. Lomas. Back flick by Kuhnert. Vieira into space here, but he's given it away to Cole. Cole past 3. And a 4th. Pires, we thought brought him down, but referee Gallagher thinks differently. Lauren did well to keep that one in, but he's not quite managed it. Quickly taken by Winterburn to Moncur. Moncur almost certainly in the side for the spirit that he gives West Ham's performance. West Ham need to make something about with their free kicks, and Harry Redknapp says that West Ham are practicing them, doing something with them. Pearce. Sinclair turns it in. It'll be a West Ham throw. Lomas. He could put a distance on this one, but he finds Cole instead. West Ham have a free kick in a dangerous position. And it certainly is lucky that that was awarded, because Arsenal had 4 players chasing 2 then, if they'd broke. And instead of that situation, we have Stuart Pearce, who managed 2 superb free kicks against Coventry. And he's going to try one against this Arsenal side. It's in there! Did Di Canio get a touch? Or was it straight in from Pearce? Well, Di Canio thinks it's his, but it doesn't matter. West Ham have a goal on 56 minutes. Let's have a little look. No, I think that's Pearce's goal. I think it's Pearce's goal. I know Di Canio will claim it, but he didn't appear to get it. Well, you heard the verdict from the other side of the ground. It's Pearce's goal. It's his first goal for West Ham. Stuart Pearce. But no doubt Di Canio's presence certainly was an influence. And Lomas not happy with Perez going down and having a few words with him. I wonder what language they're in. Well, it's made a difference, an enormous difference at least to the atmosphere. And that, of course, may trigger a West Ham comeback. But for the time being, Silvino has a free kick, which Pearce, the goal scorer, heads out. Well, it's the first time West Ham has scored a goal from a free kick for 13 months. The last one to do so was Di Canio here against Watford. He scored direct at the other end, and indeed Pearce has scored direct from the free kick now. Seaman might question what on earth he was doing, but academic now as West Ham look for the equaliser. A little back flick from Kuhnert. Arsenal have a throw. It's suddenly a very different game. Well, it's no less than West Ham have deserved one thing and another. Given the ball away a lot in the midfield, but then so have Arsenal. A little bit of fortune there. I don't honestly know what David Seaman was doing, but it's still very interesting as Thornburgh gets that fantastic through ball. And a push from Winterburn. That'll be a free kick to Arsenal. Someone behind me said Swedish tart, and I don't think he was referring to Stockholm cuisine. You never can be sure, though. Bergkamp with a free kick, taken well. And if the ball had been allowed to go through to Keown, you'd have fancied his chances there on the edge of the 6-yard box. As it is, I think it was Vieira who got in ahead of Keown, and the chance went begging. Patrick Vieira. Kuhnert got on the end of it. No direction in the header. Ferdinand finds Lomas through the legs of Perez. Good title for a film, that. Sinclair. Lovely ball to Di Canio. Great skills, but he's played it behind Sinclair, and Arsenal can break. Perez, a lovely touch to Vieira. Accomplished play out of defence from Arsenal. Gramandi, though, pressure put on Arsenal, and that's more like it from West Ham. Need to chase and pressurise the Arsenal side. Thornburgh and Winterburn, a real challenge, but Thornburgh made the challenge. What a fantastic atmosphere here at Upton Park. Laurent. French eyes and a French hairstyle. That was poor from Wiltord. Sinclair desperately wants to atone for his error. He was so unlucky with the header, which Seaman saved well in the first half. Moncur. Good control from Moncur, but not a good ball. Through to Perez. Hislop. Vieira jumps very well. A powerful, well-directed header. But Sinclair and Lampard getting in each other's way. Bergkamp, beautiful first-time touch. Didn't get the ball through to Thornburgh, though. And now West Ham can come out of defence. Lomas. Long ball. Headed down from Kuhnert. A lot of work for Di Canio to do. He's past Gramandi. The struggle here between Moncur and Bergkamp. Wiltord is past Pearce. He's round. But a great recovery from Ferdinand. Sylvain Wiltord was a brilliant piece of acceleration, a lovely, tricky piece of skill as he advanced into the West Ham penalty area around Pearce, but a great challenge from Ferdinand, and Arsenal have a corner, which Perez has gone over to take. Arsenal bringing numbers forward, just 3 back. It's a good corner. Di Canio waiting on the edge of the area. Doesn't get hold of it. Vieira with time to turn it back. Gramandi's offside. Wasn't that quick thinking from the Arsenal number 4, really. Sure, Gramandi had not come back. Flick on from Sinclair, but Vieira was alive to it. Bergkamp, not offside, Wiltord. Hislop very quickly off his line as he needed to be. Cole, Lampard, good ball. Winterburn, plenty of space for the ex-Arsenal, number 17. But a poor ball which Laurent intercepted as he was looking for Kuhnert. Sinclair in well. Good header from Lampard. Lomas, West Ham stringing passes together now. Cole, sold short, but fought back to get the ball. Just hit it too hard for Moncur. But you sense that Cole has stepped up a gear now. Wiltord, a poor chest down. Moncur finds Lomas. Sinclair kills it. Lomas chips through to Kuhnert. Well, he felt he was pushed by Keown. And now Sinclair's gone down. And Di Canio getting involved on things that perhaps he shouldn't. Arsenal break. Oh, and a slip, a poor slip from Ferdinand. Ljungberg, he finds Wiltord and he's missed it. Ferdinand, a terrible slip in defence. And a great ball through to Sylvain Wiltord, who should have scored. Brilliant from Ljungberg. Perfectly weighted pass. And Wiltord with no left foot, as you can see. A two-footed player would have buried that, but Wiltord only can strike with his right foot. Sylvain Wiltord made his debut for France against England in the 2-0 victory at Wembley. Di Canio, a push on, a return ball from Cole. Di Canio looking to get the cross in. He's past Laurent, hits it in, and Arsenal were stretched. Only Silvino with that header at the end, getting a touch on it. Corner taken quickly. Di Canio, good looking cross-headed, just goal! Bound by Ferdinand, and how did it end up wide of Seaman's right-hand post? It was a perfectly moved cross. Ferdinand got up there, and the ball agonisingly wide. This was the cross from Di Canio. That was the header, just wide. So Ljungberg, the last piece of action was that ball through to Wiltord. He's going off. Ray Parlour comes on 65 minutes. Perez finds Wiltord. Got to get round Lomas. He doesn't. Kicks in across though, and Moncur does well. Keown fouls Kuhnert. Pearce urging all the West Ham players forward. 25 minutes to go. Pearce hitting it far post. May come to Di Canio. Could come to Kuhnert. Brilliantly charged down by Gramandi. Winterburn. Can Cole get on the end of this? He does well. The ball taken off him by Bergkamp. Cole racing back, but Perez now for Arsenal. Push from Sinclair. Well, football definitely a game of two halves, and it's unfair to say that, as you can see there, West Ham are completely dominating the second half, because Arsenal have been very much in the play of things and could have added to their 2 goals. Parler straight into the action. Gramandi. Joe Gramandi has the ball taken off him. Di Canio, 5 round him and was fouled. And Keown, after the ball kicks, after the whistle went, Keown booted the ball into the crowd. I don't think there's any doubt. And he may try and put his arm around the referee, and it worked as a ploy. Keown is an old hand, and he knew that comradely arm round referee Dermot Gallagher might assuage the situation. Pearce, free kick. Good header on from Kuhnert. He's won most of the challenges in the air. Now, can Lomas get a cross? And he can. A good-looking cross. Di Canio at the far post. He still could get it in. Winterburn. It's blocked. Wiltord. And Sinclair came back, and Ferdinand has slipped yet again. And Pires is in. If he can get this pass through, it's Bergkamp. But for West Ham fans' sake, and West Ham, thank goodness Hislop got across. But yet another slip from Ferdinand. Worrying. Di Canio still won that ball even after he'd fallen over. West Ham showing such spirit in this second half. They've really come back well when a lot of other sides would have died, and they're chasing the equaliser now as Kuhnert finds Cole. Vieira comes out of defence. He has had a great game. Winterburn. Kuhnert, and Winterburn with the head again, and what a good game he's had. Playing against his old side for the first time, Nigel Winterburn. He's really been an inspiration to the West Ham side. And if West Ham do lose this game, it won't be for the want of trying. Pearce, good header. Wiltord. Good flick on, and Ljungberg could be there, but Ferdinand gets across. It's been a Jekyll and Hyde performance from Ferdinand today. Headed through his own net in the first half. He's made 2 or 3 game-saving interceptions and clearances, but twice slipped at key moments to let Arsenal players in. Good move from Arsenal, which Bergkamp nearly turned into a through ball. Kuhnert just taken away from him, the ball there by Silvino. Both benches very animated at the moment. Arsenal had a real sing-song ding-dong of a match against Charlton earlier in the season, which they finally won 5-3. So we've seen they can concede goals. I was saying earlier, they've yet to win away from home. This would be their first win off the Highbury pitch in the Premiership. Parler. Wiltord. Bergkamp's made a good run, but Lomas has made an even better interception. And John Moncur wins West Ham the throw. 20 minutes to go. Cole breaks on the left-hand side, making a really good run, but Laurent has put the ball out of play. Di Canio rushes across to take the throw. Cole is with him and Moncur behind them. And Laurent stops the ball going through to Kuhnert. Laurent's had a good second half here, but Winterburn, who can manage long throws. Arsenal fans won't need reminding of that. He's done it many times for the Gunners. A good jump, but a volley in from Moncur. Didn't get it cleanly. John Moncur scored a superb goal here last season against Bradford City.
And that was on a return to the first team. But here, he miscued the shot, hit it into the ground. Well, West Ham have Diawara and Suka to bring on. Well, clearly a foul again by Gramandi, who contests everything, the Frenchman. Well, the last time Pearce took a free kick with Di Canio in mind, we saw the ball going to the back of the net. That was about just over a quarter of an hour ago. He might fancy his chances now. Seaman just a yard or so off his line. Arsenal three-man wall. Not a good free kick this time from Pearce. But in any case, West Ham have a corner, which Di Canio will take. West Ham have packed everybody up except Winterburn. It's gone far post for Pearce, who heads it goal bound. Headed for Ferdinand, cleared away by Keown. And Ferdinand could have had a couple in this game. Arsenal fans seem unwilling to return the ball. And this was the header from Pearce. And Ferdinand's header across, and good clearance from Keown. Back live, Di Canio's corner comes in. It was a good one. Bergkamp heads out. No other Arsenal player to pick it up. Winterburn and Moncur just whipped the ball off the toes of Bergkamp, but that's not a good one from Lomas. West Ham giving the ball away again. And this time Pearce forward. Hislop needs to make this a good clearance. Frank Lampard beaten in the air by Vieira. Pearce, another up and under. Canute and Lusney miss the ball. Lomas wins it. High kicking by Keown in a very dangerous position. And again, Pearce comes wandering up with the determination on his face. I wonder how long it is since Pearce scored twice in a game. Di Canio having a word with Dermot Gallagher. And we see the golden boot of the World Cup 98. Davor Suker. Will he come on in time for this free kick? I don't think he will. Oh, yes, he will. John Moncur comes off. And Davor Suker comes on. With 15 minutes to play. Another ex-gunner. Well, he was the man who scored that memorable equaliser against Manchester United. I'll say no more. Stuart Pearce, quarter of an hour to go. West Ham's free kick. Into the wall. I think Parlour was the man who got to that in the end. Lampard, a great ball to Di Canio. He's got loads of space and time here. Straight away, Suka really has to rush to get that. And get it, he does, but straight to Bergkamp. Look at the space in the room now. And thankfully, Wiltord's ball, looking for Parlour, was poor. Arsenal really should have done better then. They had 3-on-2. Arsenal themselves are going to make a substitution. Thierry Henry is coming on for Sylvain Wiltord. Wiltord didn't add to his 2 goals, but this man, Thierry Henry, has 6 goals at the highest level. He's a man that West Ham have to keep their eye on. Thierry Henry has 6 goals there, making him the Arsenal top scorer, but didn't start in the game today. Suker jumps just off the back of Lusney. Good jump from Ferdinand, but equalled by Gramandi. Henry straight away, a lovely skills to find Bergkamp. And Arsenal, a little bit of polish about this move. Pires, wide on the left-hand side. A little dummy from Henry. And there was nobody to pick the ball up at the end. Kuhnert won that. Beat Keown. West Ham's triple-barreled attack is restored now. Only one of those three, of course, capable of scoring goals. And if West Ham can just give some service at the other end, who knows what we could see happening in the last few minutes of this game. Lomas. Great ball back from Di Canio, perhaps played a bit too hard. Lampard, really solid tackle, but the ball still run out to Pires. Henry. He's round Ferdinand. It's a tap-in. A tap-in for Pires, but it's disallowed. Mr. Barnes' flag went up, and Henry did brilliantly, but Bergkamp was offside, Bergkamp on the line, and in fact straight away Hislop was waving his hand. So a little escape for the Hammers. It looked for a moment as though Arsenal had put the game out of the reach of West Ham, but not to be. Kuhnert. Keown taking no prisoners at all with that challenge. He really has been determined. Ball in from Lampard. Sinclair heads it down to Lampard. To Suker, I should say. It would have been amazing if Lampard had made 20 yards there. There was a wonderful head from Sinclair. And Suker got into a good position, but just couldn't get any power on it. Suker must have thought, here it comes. It would have been quite a double to have scored that goal against Manchester United and then an equaliser against Arsenal after West Ham had been 2-0 down for so long in the game. Not to be for the moment. Cole. Pushed over. Arsenal throw. Lomas. Sinclair's got a lot to do, but pulls the ball down, keeps it. I was going to say he keeps it in, but just trickled out slightly. If we're being fair, a ball cannot trickle out slightly. It's either in or out. Henry, not a good ball. Cole will find Winterburn. Got a lot to do, but he finds Lampard. And Lampard finds Sinclair, and he's got Lomas on the overlap. Di Canio gets a good chip in. Kuhnert heads down. Lampard. Seaman got there first, and a good throw out from Seaman. Pires breaks. It's 3 against 2 for Arsenal, and 4 now. Parler has joined the attack. Pires goes wide. Parler. And West Ham have got players back now, and Henry couldn't take it in. Suker runs forward, and now West Ham have possession. A ball looking for Kuhnert, which Keown will get to first. Oh, what a terrible clearance from Seaman. Dear, oh dear, what was he thinking? Age is certainly starting to tell in those tired old legs. Well, Lomas whipped Bergkamp's legs from under him. Let's have a little look at this again. Keown's clearance, but dear, oh dear, talk about lackadaisical from Seaman. I think it's time to get the P45. Mind you, the substitute John Lukic is 37, so it's not as if Arsenal have got a babe waiting in the wings. Henry did extremely well there. Lomas did well too, and Ferdinand, poor piece of control, which he gets away with. And now, Lampard coming out of defence for West Ham. Slowing things down, waiting for players to join him. De Canio's with Sinclair. Squeezes the ball through to Joe Cole. Couldn't get it through to Kuhnert. Is there an offside? Kuhnert has the ball. Does well. But he caught himself out there. Kicks the corner flag in frustration. Just 8 minutes to go. It's West Ham United 1, Arsenal 2. Much better second half for West Ham. Will ruin those mistakes they made in the first. The poor clearance from, well, it wasn't even a clearance, was it, from Sinclair, that gifted Pires a goal on 12 minutes. And then the own goal from Ferdinand just 8 minutes later. I think West Ham fans will be quite delighted with a draw, but at the moment, that elusive second goal is not going to come while Arsenal are on the attack. Bergkamp. Cole intercepts. Bergkamp challenges back. Laurent calling his men forward. Great ball to Henry. Another good ball to Parler. They're stringing it around nicely now, Arsenal, but Grimandi spoilt that. Schuker let the ball go out. Ferdinand. Ball just reached Sinclair. Nice drag back pass to Lomas. Kuhnert. He's done well. Lusney couldn't get any of that. Lomas on the ground. Sinclair. And the challenge with Pires sent the ball spiralling 45 yards back. Ferdinand looking for Kuhnert, who didn't win that. Vieira does well. Pires. Lovely touchback from Parler. Grimandi. This is lovely football from Arsenal. A lovely pass from Henry to Parler. Good stop, but Laurent has got it. Henry, a little chip. Lovely move from Arsenal. And they took West Ham apart there. Henry started it with that ball through to Parler. It was a good block save from Hislop. Set up again by Laurent and just over from Henry. The unguarded net yawned invitingly, but Henry unable to keep the ball down. Sinclair chest down to Lomas. Looking now for Kuhnert. He's putting the Arsenal defence under pressure here. Laurent. Parler returns the ball to him. And Laurent breaking now on the right. And he's past Pearce and given Henry a real chance. It's 4 against 2 now. Parler racing into position. Ray Parler! Historically, he's had so many good games at Upton Park, Ray Parler. And then, look at this ball from Henry. It was inch perfect. If Parler had not been coming in quite at the pace he was, he might have put that one away. Savino finds Bergkamp. Bergkamp returns a great ball to him, but there's no one up for Arsenal. Savino's having to wait. Good tackle from Lomas. So much so that it's a West Ham goal kick. Di Canio. Lampard to Winterburn. Long cross. This is looking for any one of 3. Headed up by Kuhnert, but nobody there. Kuhnert seen little of the ball so far. Kuhnert and Sugden in the last 20 minutes. So just 3 minutes remain. Pearce, Sinclair, Grimandi, Vieira, Lomas, hitting it forward towards Di Canio. Kuhnert takes control, looking for Sugden, but the cross was too close to Seaman. Lampard, good ball. Sugden offside. It was a good ball though. Sugden just a little unlucky. Didn't quite timed his run. We have another substitution from Arsenal who can bring on players of the quality of Kanu. Bergkamp comes off, Kanu comes on. '88 minutes, just a couple of minutes left. Arsenal looking at their first away win of the season. Kanu been on the pitch barely 8 seconds. Could have scored. Kuhnert, brilliant skills, great control. Past his fellow Frenchman, keeping the ball on the end of his toe. Cole sets up Lampard. Lampard in here, fouled surely by Grimandi, by Keown. Grimandi holds his hands up. West Ham have another free kick. I don't think there's any doubt. We'll have a little look here. Keown, a terrible, poorly timed tackle. How he could think for a moment that that wouldn't be a free kick. He must be living on some other planet. The whole of his leg took Lampard out there. And no rule book is going to say any different. But again, it's the West Ham free kick. Blight. Well, they've broken that blight today with a goal from Stuart Pearce. Can they add another in the dying minutes of this game? Sugden, Pearce, or Di Canio, or Lampard? I wonder if we're going to enforce the 10-yard rule. I think it should be an option to the side, really, rather than something they have to take. And it's taken again because Henry encroached. Lampard completely miscues it. And even Seaman, a wry smile on his face. Oof, dear oh dear. Well, you could say look at the curl on that, but even the curl was curling away. So just half a minute of ordinary time left for West Ham to steal an equaliser. Keown. Pearce, first time for Lomas. Ferdinand, no messing from him. Finds Vieira though. Di Canio. Vieira does well. Cole fouls him. Into injury time now. West Ham really are looking at a tough few weeks ahead. They'll remain in the bottom three tonight. Depending on the success of Bradford and Derby, may even find themselves bottom. It's unlikely they'll be bottom, but they could be second to bottom. We're into injury time, or could that be different? Even a point would be something. Winterburn. Di Canio. Cole. Cole just turning and getting a bit of curl on that, but never really going to threaten Seaman. Fans leaving the ground in droves now. Was a great effort from Cole. Dermot Gallagher, we thought for a moment that that was blowing the final whistle. Dermot Gallagher is happy with that position. Ferdinand. 2 minutes into injury time here. Ferdinand steers one forward. Pearce went up. What have we got here? Dermot Gallagher, and there's a right old one to do with Pearce and Keown and Vieira. And I'm not quite sure who's keeping who away from whom. Whether it was Vieira or Keown. But Vieira has had a quite excellent game today. And so for that matter as Keown. Giving Di Canio a bit of Di Canio, you could argue. But that's all we've got. Arsenal have won their first away game in the Premiership this season. And they've beaten West Ham here 2-1 thanks to 2 mistakes. Stuart Pearce scored in the second half. An excellent goal in terms of timing and importance on 56 minutes. But West Ham, well, they've got no one to blame but themselves. They gifted Robert Pires with a goal after 12 minutes. Over a mistake by Trevor Sinclair, and 8 minutes later, under pressure on the cross, an own goal from Rio Ferdinand gave Arsenal their second. So a game that West Ham will want to forget very quickly, and a game that Arsenal perhaps will enjoy for a few more days to come. West Ham have Newcastle next weekend, and I bet they can't wait for that game quickly enough. It's a final score here at Upton Park. West Ham United 1, Arsenal 2.